What's going on, YouTube? Cap24 coming back with a new formation scheme out of the New England Patriots playbook. And this week we're going to go and look at the gun trips tight end. This formation is something that when we were breaking down the Broncos playbook, we purposely skipped over and we said we were going to get back to it as we looked into other playbooks. And that is where we want to go with it this week. Anyone that is currently still using the Broncos scheme, you're going to see a lot of cross plays that are also in this formation that you're going to be able to really enhance that scheme. But with this Patriots one, you're going to see some exclusive plays that's really strong, and we wanted to bring that with this week. Now, this is a popular formation that people use in the community, but I am very confident that we can go ahead and put our own twist on this to really give a little bit of a unique, different element that you haven't seen in the past. What I really like about this formation is it's a really nice complement to the one we did last week. The gun Y off trips Pats formation was a formation I would really like to run on the left hash mark as a primary position in which we call our plays. Well, the right hash mark is most of our plays are going to be designed for the gun trips tight end. So this way you kind of have that feel that if you go back and forth on the field, you kind of can start your formation schemes with this and obviously mesh it in with what else is great in the Patriots playbook. So the play we're going to break down today is going to be called Pats Y-in. It's definitely a cloud flat killer. It's going to go that same principle that we showed you last week. We're going to get people wide open. It doesn't matter if it's cover 2, cover 3, or cover 4. Typically speaking, I want to go ahead and call this against cover 2 when my opponent is basically, that's their base defense, because you're going to know that it's cloud flat is going to be the majority of the time. If you happen to go against somebody who's mixing up cover 3s and whatnot, I'm going to show you what to do as far as the hard flat beater. It's just something that you're going to have to recognize quickly in order to make sure that you have success on it. So let's go take a look. Now, the principle that we showed you the other day was the fact that we can go ahead and get the cloud flat on the left side of the field to the side in which the wheel and that post route is to man activate on the wheel. Now, the principle we showed you last week did not have this B route that was on such a short, quick route. That is going to ruin the man activation because it's a speed out. So in order to make this work, we're going to have to go ahead and smart route them. Now, the smart route is something that is actually a special route because this player is in a little bit of a delay route. He does not do a full sprint into his actual turn. He's actually going to be a little bit more of, a stutter stepping, and then he goes and takes it. So it does delay it, which is very important as far as to make sure that the man activation occurs. Now, on the right side of the field, what we're going to do is we're going to block our running back, and we're going to move this A over. That's really just going to be something that we want when it comes to giving ourselves the ability to have a back route. When you're playing against a cover 2, most of the time, especially if we're going to the wide side, left side, they're going to keep the vertical hook on the left, and they're going to roam this side right here with the limited threats with their middle linebacker. If they stay at home where they're supposed to, then the B is going to get wide open on the left. If for some reason they notice that they're going to get man activated and the B is now becoming their primary responsibility and they kind of, stay over here, the A, because of the way we put him out and we created such a great spacing, he's going to have a nice back route for you that's going to get underneath all 3 of those deep blues. So that's basically what the play design is and why I really like it against a cover 2 coverage. So let's go take a look at it. The last thing I like to do before I hike the ball is I like to slide to the left. The reason why I slide to the left is, one, it's going to make sure that your running back's assignment is now to the right, to the opposite side in which you slide. And then secondly, what's going to do is going to help you be able to drift a little bit to the left when throwing this ball, just to make sure that you've got a little bit shorter throw and you kind of buy yourself a little time. So watch how it works. Now we're going to take this B, watch how he gets over there. I'm going to kind of drift. Now I'm going to throw it, and you're going to see how he's going to get wide open over there. And typically speaking, what you're looking for is usually about the 15-yard gain. Now, that vertical hook will not play that route at all. The only way he goes and breaks is when your quarterback goes in his motion. So with 91 zones, yes, they're going to jump a little bit quicker. And if you're playing against people that are less than 91, what you're going to end up seeing is that this is going to be a little bit more open, right? So that's basically how the cover 2 works. Now, what I'm going to show you is the second option here, which is the A route. And I'm just going to simulate this by putting that middle linebacker on that B receiver. And we're going to do the same exact setup. Smart route the B, move the A over, block your running back. Very simple. And I will slide to the left just because I don't know what the guy's going to play. And it's a simple read. The middle linebacker goes and shades left. We're going to throw it to the player on the right. If the middle linebacker stays in the middle, then we're going to throw it to the B. So in this sense, he's going to shade to the left. We're waiting for that A to come across. And you're going to have that great type of throw that's going to be open for you each time, coming from right to left. Now, this does double up as a cover 3 beater when it comes to cloud flats. And we're going to show you that right now. And it's actually going to be something that's going to be more open than the cover 2. Because it's inconsistent of how often people call cover 3 hard flats and cloud flats, this is something that, unless they're doing cloud flats all game, it's something I kind of shy away from, but I'm still going to show you the cover 3 hard flat beater as well. So we're going to move this guys over. And what you're going to see a lot on this formation is the fact that they're going to have to play inverted cover 3 with those deep blues. So putting those corners on the deep in is going to be essential because there's a cover 3 bomb in this formation that's very, very popular in the community. That's something AKG went ahead and put out earlier in the year, that it just goes ahead and destroys cover 3 at the top. And I'll show you that a little bit later in the week, maybe on tomorrow's video before we do our actual play. That way you kind of see why people have to play the seams with this formation. Very similar to when you go against a bunch formation, people will put those players in the seams because of the cover 3 bombs that everybody knows about, right? So when they put those guys in those places, you're going to notice that you're going to get a little bit more yardage on 2 ways here. The first thing, let's look at the B. And you're going to notice here that I'm sliding to the left. The B is going to get wide open because that cloud flat went ahead and activated, and we're going to get those yards. It opens up the entire side to the left side of the field, because if you look at cover 3, the only players that would be covering it is that hook curl has the entire left side of the field because those 2 blues are going to go deep, and that cloud flat is going to follow that wheel. Now, if they're doing hard flats and they're in that inverted coverage, that's where you're really going to have an opportunity to throw it to this Y up the field. It's not my favorite option, but it is an option if you're in that, oh crap, they're not in my cover cloud coverage that I wanted them to be in. They're actually in hard flats. That Y route is your best route, especially with the inverted cover 3, because the X is going to take that player closer to the middle of the field, leaving the Y open on the left side. So I'm going to do the same thing by sliding my line to the left. You're going to watch how the Y is going to get up the field, and you're going to be able to throw to him over there on the sidelines. You're going to see it's a tight throw. It's something that you're going to want to make sure that you throw it quickly and anticipate that throw, but it is there for you. That's why when I say I like this as a cover 2 beater, or cover 3 cloud or cover 4 cloud, that's what it's going to be best against, but you do have that throw over there. And I'm going to show it one more time just so you can see that it's going to be consistent. It's just something that you're going to have to read pretty quickly, and the read is actually a real simple read. It's just going ahead and reading the fact that that cloud or that nickel cornerback is not turning his back and covering the wheel down the field. So if you see that he stays low, you're going to want to throw it to the Y. So watch that player. See how he's right now? He stays low, doesn't turn his back. That's when you're going to throw that ball to the sideline. At very worst, if you throw the ball out of bounds, it's not a pick. So make sure when you throw that ball, give yourself the opportunity of only your player being able to catch it, so that way you can live another down if you don't make the throw. Because you're really looking to say, if you're playing a cover 2, cover 3 cloud flats, cover 4 cloud flats, you got it. Cover 3 hard flats is really the only one that you really have to worry about making that throw, and make sure that you're not, throwing it to them to live another down if you don't get the throw down. Once you practice that throw, it's going to be a little bit easier for you. So this is the start of our scheme, guys. It is something that you're going to be able to implement really nicely. Tomorrow's video, we're going to go ahead and take a look at a little bit of a motion we like for this formation that we're going to basically use as the emphasis of the scheme altogether. But when it comes to just what this motion is, which is going to be a little bit more unique from a scheming standpoint that I really haven't seen the community use as a, this is what I'm doing with this, you're going to see that you're going to be able to run this formation differently than others. We appreciate each one of you that have made it to the end of the video. If you like what you saw in this video, hit that like button for us. It does go a long way for us to build our channel and give us the ability to get you guys some great Madden content. Again, see you tomorrow, and thank you for your support.